Hey, yo, Rahim with Roy Jones. It's a pleasure, man. I didn't know when I get to see you again. There's no more HBO fights. And I got to tell you, of all the people that are mentioned when people say why they're going to miss HBO boxing, is I want to hear Roy Jones's commentary. So tonight, we're going to get to hear your post-fight commentary.
Can't hear a lot, just a little bit.
Just a little bit's more than none, and we'll take it. Obviously, Broner Pacquiao, a lot of people turned up. You did. Were you satisfied with the fight and the decision?
Yeah, I was satisfied with it. Broner looked good. He didn't do all the things we wanted to see him do, but he did look good. Pacquiao looked good. You could tell Pacquiao, he looked like the 40-year-old Pacquiao. Turned out about like you would expect it to. I only want to see Pacquiao fight Floyd and get out because nobody else should be fighting. Fighting these young guys. He got away with it tonight, but he won't keep getting away with it because when you get 40, you start to see things. But he did look good still, and I like what I saw, so I would love to see him fight Floyd more time and get out.
When you said he looked like a 40-year-old Pacquiao, what did you mean?
Well, a couple times there were shots that he stumbled over his feet a few times. He don't do that. That's not Pacquiao. He was off balance a little bit more than you used to seeing him, and that's a sign of age. Because first thing that goes in fighters are our legs. And so when I saw him stumbling a little bit, he's not as full with his punches like he usually is. You know he's starting to show a little bit of aging. And that's just probably a boxer thing, but I know. Other people may not see it, but I know. So,
for Adrian Broner's part, he's not 40 years old, he's 29, but tonight it seemed like he wasn't letting his hands go. That's what I'm hearing from the audience. It didn't seem like a close fight, although he thought he won. Do you think that performance was good enough to fight and beat elite fighters? What do you think he has to do next to win fights?
He got to go back to the lab. His problem is he ain't letting enough punches go, like you just said. He got to just let a few more punches go. He didn't do bad, and I understand why he would think he probably won, because he probably thought he landed the more telling punches. So to him, I understand where he get that idea from. But in a world where they're already trying to see Floyd Mayweather versus Pacquiao too, if it's close, he's not going to get it no way. And furthermore, I didn't think he really won it, but if it was close, he ain't going to get it no way. So, but I thought Pacquiao won. I thought Pacquiao outworked him.
And lastly, on your boxing analysis, Deontay Wilder's ringside tonight. That's a fight that's still in everybody's mind. Wilder, Joshua, possible. What did you think of Wilder Fury?
I watched the whole fight. I can't judge until I see the whole fight. I knew it was going to be a tough fight. I knew that Fury was going to be a hard time for Wilder because of his height. And I realized when he fought Klitschko that because of the height, Klitschko used to punching down at people. He wasn't used to punching up. So he had a hard time catching catching Fury. And I knew right then that same problem Deontay was going to have. And that's what he did. But Deontay caught him 2 times, but the harder Fury wouldn't stay down.
I know you saw him get up from that 12th round shot. What did you think when you saw that?
That's the Tyson Fury I know. I know Tyson Fury. That's the Tyson Fury I know.
So after having seen part of that fight, the top 3 heavyweights, what order would you put them in?
It's hard to say. I don't want to disrespect nobody, and it's not fair to do that because Wilder's still the champ, Joshua's still the champ. Fury just fought basically a draw with the champ that he could have gone either way. So really, they still among the top 3. Which one I'm on top? Nobody right now. Everybody's still right there speculating because we don't know for a fact that Joshua can beat Wilder or Wilder can beat Joshua. We don't know for a fact that Fury can beat Joshua or Joshua can beat Fury. We don't know for a fact that Fury can beat Wilder or Wilder can beat Fury. So everything is uncertain right now. So it's not really fair to say who's number 1, 2, and 3. But those are the top 3 right now.
Is there one matchup you want to see in 2019, something that Roy Jones is really excited about?
Well, I do want to see Joshua versus Wilder, but I kind of want to see Fury versus Wilder first again. And then I want to see one of that fight Joshua. And I love to see Charlo versus the older Charlo versus, the bigger Charlo, versus Triple G. That'd be a great fight too.
You know we got Danny Jacobs and Canelo on the rise.
Very aesthetic about that. Very aesthetic about it. Love it.
Who wins that fight?
Once again, the reason I like fights like that is because I try to find fights that you can pick either side. In that fight, you can pick either side. It's a matter of who the judges are and what style of fights they fight, because if I'm looking at it from the outside looking in, then Jacob wants to box and make Canelo back up and make Canelo uncomfortable, keep him out there on the end. Canelo wants to push the issue, make Jacob punch and try to counter punch. Who can pull it off? Who can pull off what their DNA says they should do to win the fight. We don't know, but that's who will win the fight. However, you also got to factor in judges. Certain judges like aggression, certain judges like boxing. So you never know. So that will probably come down to who the judges are.
When are you going to just take my advice, make my dream come true, win Trainer of the Year, get yourself a stable together, and start training these guys? Because a lot of people don't know, you're a hell of a trainer, man. Wouldn't you just do it?
I'm working on it now. You saw me with Nordine tonight, but his brother did most of that training. I can't take the credit for that, but I'm working on it right now.
Excellent. That's the best news of the night. Radio Rahim with Roy Jones, future Trainer of the Year, analyst and everybody missed. So thank you for giving us some time tonight. Radio Rahim with Roy Jones Jr.